maybe I'll act like I threw it and I drop it. And that way, I looked like it, but I missed. You know, I just fucking fell off my hand. Or, fuck it. He obviously chose the latter. So, a 15-pound ball coming from about me to that TV back there, made of tape, strikes Mike in the arm. How that wasn't broken, I still don't know. Other communication was missed a lot of times. But again with Mike, and even for me, again involving Charles. In 06, I think it was, of our ladder match, our great big match, Charles was standing, we're in a yard. Okay, big fucking yard. Charles decides to grab this ladder, fold it up, and chuck it like a spear at me. Me, he's over here, I'm leaning up against, I had a one-way sign that was holding myself up because I was tired. And I'm looking this way. He's over there. He chucks the ladder at me. Hits me right here in the arm. I still have a small scar there. You probably can't see it from there. If it would have been 1 fucking centimeter lower, it would have snapped my elbow in two. As I said, not very pro-like. We stole a lot of gimmicks, and in stealing gimmicks, I figured out that I'd do a decent impersonation of one professional wrestler, and I did a little bit on his last time. Macho Man Randy Savage. Those of you who don't follow professional wrestling probably have seen his Slim Jim commercials. Crazy dude, crazy hat, crazy glasses. Oh yes, never do a Slim Jim. That dude. Well, last time I talked about the fact that everybody at that point had come out with a sex tape. I mean, Paris Hilton, China, which is, if you don't know who China is, do not look at that video. Britney Spears, I think, had one. Just a whole bunch of people had one. R. Kelly, where he peed on the girl. And so I was like, what if Macho Man had a sex tape? And I went into that escapades. So I wanted to bring back a bit of the Macho Man tonight. And so I kept trying to think, what if he was a televangelist? But I kept saying telemarketer. And I was like, you know, I think the telemarketer will be more interesting. Unlike you. I find the blatant hate for my dog funny. So, because you imagine getting a call and you're like, 1-800, fuck off, what the? And you just answer, because most of the time you want to get taken off the list. Hello, like, hello, I would like to introduce you into this brand new product we have here. We're trying to sell, you know, it's really nice. I mean, really, really nice. Oh, yeah. It's what it is it's a ball contraption you can put your onion in. See, you know, what you do is you put your onion in the side of it, and it keeps it nice and fresh. It keeps it fresh is what I'm trying to say, because you keep the onion in the bag will go into all wilty, because it might be over, it might not. You never know. You put it in the fridge, you don't know what's going to happen. Then you got to drop the album one at a time. Everyone, what the fuck is this? You know, it's the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, see, because I used to be a wrestler. Oh yeah, and I used to wrestle in the WWF before I got to the WWE. See, but me and Vince McMahon didn't really agree, because I fucked his daughter when she was 14. But you know, we don't like to talk about that. So Mr. McMahon, he don't like me, and he ain't gonna bring me back in his company. He brought Bret Hart back, but that's okay. I ain't bitter, but I'm bitter about the Hulk Hogan, you see. You know, Hulk Hogan is running the TNA, and I don't like him. He's a motherfucking Pofo. Just like me, Randy Pofo is my real name, but don't tell anybody, because it's supposed to be Randy Savage, yeah. And at some point, you're going to have to hang up, but you can't. Because he's still talking, and you don't want to be rude, and he's going on about random shit. And did you know I put out a rap album? It was the best selling rap album that's ever been put out. Now I teach you how to get in shape like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like to pump you up, but I do it a different way. I show you how to drop the elbow and slap it to a Slim Jim and other things like that, because I like to do those things. I like to spin around and look frilly, because that's what I like to do. But don't look at me now, because I look like Santa Claus. I got a big old beard, and it's all white and stuff, and I tell you what, you give me just 5 minutes in the ring with Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan, I'll tell you. And at some point, you're going to have to hang up, because the man is mentally disabled. And he will never stop talking. Now, what if he did an infomercial? He would be on for hours. Did you see him doing a slap chop? You know what we have here is a slap chop. See, what you do is you take your tomato right there and you put it down under here just like it's Hulk Hogan and smack the shit out of it. Oh yeah, drop the elbow. That's more shitty TV that I would watch a lot of. But I could go on for hours with Macho, but I won't. Do you remember when cursing was cool? You were like 15, and you figured out that you could say fuck without getting in trouble. And it was every other word. I mean, I say fuck a lot, but it's those kids that are like, oh, fuck, dude, you see that fucking shit, man? That fucking shit was awesome. I was like, fuck, and then fuck that shit. Oh, fuck, man, fuck it. Were you talking? I wanted to kind of reminisce on that, because that was a good period. You know, ignorance is bliss, is what they say. Unfortunately, I still know people that they get older, but they still think cursing is cool. Like, they still do it just because it's cool. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to stick on that topic. I probably shouldn't even put it there.
That's what she said.
Yeah, quite a few times to me, actually. If you haven't noticed, I have a little thing on my hand here. For those of you who don't know what it is my Sarah Palin checklist. Had to abbreviate because she's got small handwriting. Get it? Small hand, woman, handwriting. I told you there would be a pun. I've got OTB, oppress the blacks. I have OBDS, be outwitted by a Down syndrome person. That should have a check mark by it, but I haven't updated it in a while. And I've got KTG. Might look like an S to you, but I have horrible handwriting. That stands for Kill the Jews. And if you haven't heard, you've been living under a rock, they're thinking about electing her, or running her for election in 2012. People tend to say that the end of the earth is coming in 2012, and if she gets elected, it will be. Because, if you remember who Sarah Palin was, she was fucking crazy! And the sad part is, if it wasn't for Obama, and being the black man that he is, and pretty much, let's be honest, that's why he won, we would have elected her! She would have been vice president! That scares me. And the fact that in 2012, as much shit as Obama's getting for doing things right, there is no way in hell we're going to elect another Democrat in 2012. Because the Republicans will come out of the woodworks like the termites that they are, and they'll be like, we need to get him out of office! Because they already are talking about doing it. And they will come out in full force. And I don't know if you've ever seen a wave of stupidity. But you will see it then, when the voting polls open and they just rush in on their cows and their Chevy trucks and whatever else they're driving, and they're running in with their rebel flags, wearing their fucking Palin shirts, and it's going to be a scary day. And then she's going to take over, figure out where Alaska is, invade Canada for some reason, find other neutral countries, not companies, sign a deal with Walmart, and kill everyone. And that's how the world will end. And then it'll just be left to the retards, aka the Republicans. And a world full of Republicans. Here's a quick hypothetical. Would you rather be the only Democrat in a world full of Republicans, or the only man in a world full of apes? I'll take the apes. I would rather get poo flung at me.